Have you ever noticed how something as small and innocent as a piece of fruit can leave you feeling bloated, tired, shaky, or even dizzy as the years go by? I want you to imagine this for a moment. A woman in her late 60s, doing everything she believes is right. She skips desserts, avoids fried foods, and every morning she reaches for a bowl of fruit because she's been told her whole life, fruit is always healthy. Yet her blood sugar keeps spiking, her joints feel more inflamed, and her energy crashes by mid-morning. She looks at her doctor and asks quietly, "What am I doing wrong?" If you're over 55, that question may sound painfully familiar, and the truth is, it's not your fault. For decades, we've been taught that all fruits are good for everyone, at any age and any amount. But your body at 60, 70, or 80 does not respond the same way it did at 30. Hormones change, digestion slows, insulin sensitivity drops, inflammation becomes easier to trigger. And suddenly, some fruits that once helped you can now quietly harm you. I've seen this again and again in my work with older adults. People who think they're making a healthy choice, but their bodies are sending warning signs they don't yet understand. Unexplained weight gain around the belly, blood sugar creeping up, more joint pain, more fatigue, more trips to the bathroom. These are not random signs of aging. Often, they are signals from your body saying, "This food no longer serves me." Now here's the part most people never hear. It's not that seniors should stop eating fruit altogether, far from it. It's that some fruits, especially when eaten the wrong way or too often, can quietly work against your heart, your blood sugar, your gut, and even your brain. And at the same time, there are other fruits that can do the exact opposite. Fruits that support stable energy, better circulation, clearer thinking, and calmer digestion. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 of the worst fruits for seniors to eat regularly. Fruits that often look healthy on the surface but can cause real problems as we age. And just as importantly, I'll share 3 better alternatives that nourish your body instead of stressing it. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. They're simple, familiar fruits, chosen with one thing in mind: how the senior body actually works. If you stay with me until the end, you'll understand why some fruits spike blood sugar faster than a slice of cake, why others worsen inflammation and joint pain, and how a few smart swaps can make you feel steadier, lighter, and more in control of your health within weeks. You'll also learn the most common fruit mistakes I see seniors make every single day, even those who believe they're eating perfectly healthy. So take a deep breath, settle in, and listen closely. This may change the way you look at your fruit bowl forever. Type continue for the next part. Let's go a little deeper now, because understanding the why makes all the difference. As we age, our bodies become less forgiving. The stomach produces less acid, the gut lining becomes more sensitive, and our muscles don't absorb sugar the way they once did. That means when you eat fruit today, especially sweet or highly processed fruit, it doesn't get handled the same way it did decades ago. Instead of steady energy, you may get a sharp rise in blood sugar, followed by a sudden crash. That crash is what leaves many seniors feeling weak, shaky, anxious, or unusually hungry an hour later. One of the biggest misunderstandings I see is the idea that natural sugar doesn't count. Many seniors tell me, "Doctor, I don't eat sugar. I only eat fruit," but inside the body, sugar is sugar. The form matters, the speed matters, and what you eat it with matters. Some fruits deliver sugar so quickly into the bloodstream that they behave almost like candy, especially when eaten alone or on an empty stomach. Take very sweet tropical fruits or large servings of fruit juice. When the fiber is low or removed, sugar rushes straight into the blood. For a younger body, insulin can handle that surge. For an older body, especially one with insulin resistance or prediabetes, that surge creates stress. Over time, that stress contributes to belly fat, inflammation, nerve damage, and fatigue. This is why so many seniors say, "I eat fruit, but I feel worse afterward." Your body isn't confused. It's overwhelmed. Another issue many people never connect to fruit is digestion. As digestion slows with age, certain fruits ferment more easily in the gut. This can lead to bloating, gas, cramping, and unpredictable bowel movements. Seniors often blame dairy, gluten, or aging itself, without realizing that the fruit they eat every day is quietly irritating their gut lining. When the gut is irritated, inflammation spreads throughout the body, making joint pain, stiffness, and even brain fog worse. There's also the myth that dried fruit is a healthy snack. It looks small, it feels light, and it seems harmless. But dried fruit is extremely concentrated sugar. A small handful can contain the sugar of several whole fruits without the water that slows absorption. For seniors, this is one of the fastest ways to spike blood sugar without realizing it. I've seen patients who swear they eat just a little dried fruit every day, yet their glucose numbers keep rising month after month. Now, let me be very clear, fruit itself is not the enemy. The problem is that the advice we were given years ago didn't account for aging bodies. What worked at 40 doesn't always work at 70, and continuing to eat the same way out of habit can quietly push the body in the wrong direction. In the next part, I'm going to show you how to enjoy fruit safely and wisely as a senior. We'll talk about better choices, smarter timing, and simple daily habits that protect your blood sugar, digestion, and energy. These are changes that feel gentle, not restrictive, and they're the same strategies I recommend to my own older patients who want to feel steady, clear-headed, and strong. Now let's talk about what you can actually do. Because knowledge without action doesn't change how you feel when you wake up in the morning. This is where things become empowering. The goal is not to fear fruit, but to use it wisely in a way that supports your body instead of fighting it. First, timing matters more than most seniors realize. Eating fruit alone, especially first thing in the morning or as a standalone snack, is one of the most common mistakes I see. When fruit hits an empty stomach, the sugar absorbs faster and blood sugar rises quickly. A simple shift can make a big difference. Pair fruit with protein or healthy fat. A few nuts, a spoon of yogurt, or even a boiled egg alongside fruit can slow sugar absorption and keep your energy steady instead of shaky. Portion size is another quiet issue. Many fruits today are much larger and sweeter than they were decades ago. What looks like one serving is often 2 or 3. Seniors don't need large bowls of fruit to get benefits. Smaller portions, eaten mindfully, often lead to better digestion, less bloating, and fewer blood sugar swings. If you notice you feel tired or hungry shortly after eating fruit, that's your body asking for adjustment, not punishment. Now let's address the worst offenders, because awareness here prevents regret later. Highly sweet fruits eaten frequently can strain the aging metabolism. Fruit juices, even those labeled 100% natural, are especially problematic. Without fiber, they act like liquid sugar. Dried fruits, as we discussed earlier, are concentrated and easy to overeat. And fruits that ferment easily in sensitive guts can quietly worsen bloating and discomfort. You don't have to ban them forever, but they should no longer be daily staples. Here's the reassuring part. There are fruits that tend to be much gentler on senior bodies. Fruits with lower sugar, higher fiber, and protective antioxidants often support circulation, digestion, and even brain health. When eaten in reasonable portions, these fruits can satisfy sweetness without the crash. Many seniors tell me they feel calmer, less inflamed, and more energized when they make this simple swap. Another powerful habit is paying attention to how you feel, not just what you eat. The body gives feedback quickly. If a fruit leaves you bloated, sleepy, or craving more food soon after, it may not be the right choice for you right now. This isn't about guilt, it's about listening. Aging is not about losing freedom. It's about becoming more in tune with what truly supports you. Hydration also plays a role. Many seniors mistake thirst for hunger and reach for fruit when the body actually needs water. Drinking enough fluids throughout the day helps digestion and reduces sugar cravings. Sometimes improving hydration alone reduces the urge for overly sweet fruit. Finally, consistency beats perfection. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Start with one small change. Adjust portion size. Change timing. Swap one fruit for a better option. These gentle shifts, done consistently, often lead to better blood sugar control, improved digestion, and more stable energy within weeks. In the final part, I want to bring this all together with encouragement and clarity. I'll help you see how these small choices add up to something much bigger: confidence in your body, trust in your decisions, and hope for feeling better as the years go on. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this conversation, it's this. Getting older does not mean your body is failing you. It means your body is asking for a different kind of care. When you understand that, everything changes. The fatigue that once felt mysterious starts to make sense. The bloating, the sugar crashes, the stubborn weight, the inflammation. They stop feeling like random punishments and start looking like signals you can respond to. I've watched so many seniors blame themselves. They say, I must be doing something wrong, or this is just what aging feels like. And yet, when they make a few thoughtful changes, especially with foods they eat every day like fruit, something remarkable happens. Their energy steadies. Their digestion calms down. Their confidence returns. They stop fearing food and start trusting their bodies again. Fruit doesn't have to be confusing. It doesn't have to be an enemy or a source of anxiety. When you choose the right kinds, in the right amounts, at the right times, fruit can still be a source of pleasure, nourishment, and comfort. And when you let go of the ones that quietly work against you, you create space for your body to heal instead of struggle. Remember, health at this stage of life is not about extremes. It's not about cutting everything out or following rigid rules. It's about awareness, kindness, and consistency. One better choice today, one gentle adjustment tomorrow. These small decisions add up in ways that are powerful and lasting. If this message resonated with you, know that you're not alone. Thousands of seniors are quietly rethinking what they've been told about food and discovering that they feel better than they have in years. And you deserve that too. You deserve to wake up with steady energy, to enjoy your meals without fear, and to feel at peace with your body instead of frustrated by it. If you found this helpful, take a moment to like this video so it reaches others who may need it. Subscribe to the channel for more calm, trustworthy guidance made especially for seniors. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me which fruit surprised you the most, or what changes you're thinking about making. Your story might help someone else feel less alone. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.